We are live. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's me, Saad Basim from Just One Dime, Retail Arbitrage. And also we have Mr. Alan Arizar from Just One Dime as well. He's from Retail Arbitrage. So today we're here, guys, to take all your questions, Q&A. I know you're expecting Seth to show up, but Seth is not here today. He had an emergency, so he let us to take over that session for that webinar. So hopefully today we can add a lot of values. We wanted to make sure that we just take all your questions. We'll answer them about retail arbitrage. I think between Alan and I, we can answer a lot of questions for retail arbitrage. So we're ready, we're pumped, we're excited. So before we start, first of all, I would like to say hi to Mr. Alan. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey man, I'm doing great. I'm happy that we get to do our first webinar, just you and me, without Seth on the main channel. So that's gonna be a good experience, and we're just ready to answer any questions and just help the community with questions and about retail arbitrage.
That's awesome, brother. You know what? I'm excited too. I think people are expecting, you're like, what happened to Seth? Seth get bigger all of a sudden, and he has wearing a bigger glasses. But no, it's me, guys. You got to stand that face for the next hour. Hopefully, you guys have a lot of questions. You have everything that we can help you to bring you to the next level, whether you have a question in retail arbitrage, whether anything in Amazon or any tips or tricks that you need. We're here for you guys. So we're gonna wait a little bit, a few minutes until a few people come in, and then we're gonna start welcoming people. We have here Martin. What's up, Martin? How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us today, brother. We have Yelshin from Ganzhou from China. How you doing, man? We have GBSK. Hello, how you doing, man? We have our first question here coming up. I will answer it. We have Ingram says, hi, nice to see you here. Martin, he's actually saying to Martin, what's up, Ingram? Hi, Saad and Alan. I'm new here. You're very welcome, brother. We're here to help you out, man. To any question that you have, that's why we do those webinars, to help you out, guys. And we are actually, we do a lot of things. We do retail, online arbitrage, we do wholesale, we do private labels. So any question, hopefully, will be welcome. But we like to focus on retail arbitrage the most. So are you, Alan, ready for the first question, brother?
Let's do it, man.
All right, man. The question from Martin says, what's the difference between buy box price and list price? That's a private label question.
I don't know. Next question.
Okay. I don't know what's that.
I'm just kidding.
9.
Well, the buy box is gonna be the buy box is actually the little bottom that you get on when you go to the Amazon listing, and you're looking at a listing and you see the button that says add to cart. Whoever has that bottom, which we call buy box, is gonna get the sale. Now, when you're listing your price or you're adding the price to your Amazon account, you're gonna have to have a list price, and that might be the same price that you have the buy box, or it might be a different price. But especially if you're doing arbitrage, you can list your price at $39.99, but the price of the buy box might be $38.49, and that's the one. That's the whoever has that price and the bottom is gonna be the one that makes the sale. So that's the difference between those two.
Absolutely right. And this is a trick that we use a lot for private label to manipulate, to make it appear that is actually it's a discount. So we use the manufacturing MSRP, which is manufacturing a price, so just a retail price, and then we have the list price and then the sale price. So we can put manufacturing price like as 50, then we can have the list price, let's say 40, but the original price that we want to sell at is $30. So we put the sale price at $30. So it makes it give the illusion that it was $50 and you're getting a discount and use it to your advantage. I know a lot of people say it's ethical, not ethical and stuff like that, but it's a small, it's a big marketing strategy that people use. So, and adds a lot of value, honestly. Also, at the same time, I hope that answered your question, Martin. So let's go to the next questions here. We have a lot of people saying, "Hi, what's up, guys? How you doing, guys?" We have Brian. Hey, everyone. I'm looking forward to this. Hi, Saad. Hi, how you doing, brother? If you need anything from China, just contact me, Elshin. Thank you so much, brother. Actually, we're coming to China in September, and I'm very looking forward to it. To see China and see everything and just deal with people, and we're gonna have a really nice sourcing. We have John from London. How you doing, man? Hang Tran, hey Saad, how are you, brother? I'm very good, guys. How are you? We have backside guys. So you know what? I'm gonna jump to questions. So now he's taking Amazon arbitrage. Oh, now the questions are coming.
There you go.
All right. Tell me what retail arbitrage is.
Okay.
So what's retail arbitrage, brother?
That one I know. Well, arbitrage is it's one of the different ways that you can sell on Amazon, and basically means that you can find a product on Amazon that is already selling, that has a good ranking on Amazon, and sells multiple times a day or multiple times a week, and you can find the same product at a lower price in another store. You buy it and then you send it to Amazon, and Amazon will sell it for you, and you will make a profit out of that transaction. So that's what we call arbitrage. And you can do retail, going to the stores, or you can do online by going to the website of the store website and buying from there.
It's exactly, Alan, brother. I mean, absolutely. You have sold few things in arbitrage. It's basically finding a low price on one platform and sold another platform that sells for a bigger price, and that's the concept. It's very easy. It's just about you finding the right products and finding the right categories, and that's why we're here, guys, to be able to help you with that. So, can you tell inside the Seller Center when you get the buy box or on a listing? Yes, you can. If you go to your inventory manager, it'll tell you if it's the lowest price, but not guaranteed you will have the buy box. So what I would do usually, I can check it from my Seller Central. If it's within the price range of regular price, I go to Keepa and I check the regular price, averaging $30. And if I'm within that, if I have the lowest price, most likely I'm going to get the buy box. But if the average price sells for 30 and you're selling for $60, Amazon's not going to give you the buy box sometimes, not all the time. So the best way to do it is just search for the product that you're selling and see if there's a prime next to the listing itself. And then you have the buy box. That's the listing has the buy box, but it doesn't mean that you have the buy box. So you go to sellers and see which one has the lowest price, or which one has on the listing itself has a prime, and underneath you will see sold by, and that person, if it's you, that means you have the buy box yourself. If it's not, that means someone else.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is when you're on your managed inventory on your Seller Central, if you see there's going to be an option to change the different columns that you have, there's one column that is going to show you what is the buy box price plus shipping, and if you click on that one, you're going to be able to see on your inventory, you're going to be able to see what is the buy box price plus the inventory. And now this wasn't here before, but now you can even see what is the sales rank of that item. So you can actually turn on all of these columns, and you can see your product, what is the sales rank, what is the buy box price. If you're eligible for a buy box, what is your price, and then you can make a decision if you want to lower the price or see if you're able to compete with other sellers.
This is important, guys. The columns, usually you overlook them, so use them is very nice. Even when I know I'm going off tangent now with PPC, but yes, use the columns very well. Now, the other question says, what's the difference between retail arbitrage and private label? As explained, retail arbitrage is finding a product in one platform that has low price and then sold another platform that sells at a higher price. So finding a low price and sell it at a high. Private label is basically getting a product from China that you're interested in, and you have your own brand on it. So, for example, if I have, let's say, this coffee mug, I will right away just put my name, let's say how the company did it here, Contigo or something like that. You have it, you have your brand on it, you send it to China and sell it as your own listing, as your own product, as if you are the manufacturer, and that's what private label. For sure, private label, it's a long-term game, but you'll be able to make more money because it's constant, replenishable products. You keep selling the same product over and over. So just about basically before running out, you call your supplier and you make sure that you get the product on time to be able to sell it. So that's the difference. The other question, I hope that I answered your question. Brian says, what's been your experience with competing with items being sold and fulfilled by Amazon? Tell him the story about Amazon, brother, and tell him how basically if a product Amazon is on it, what do you think about it? Should we sell it or we shouldn't?
Well, for me, I'm still able to compete with Amazon, not as much as before, because Amazon, they did changes on their algorithm, so now they don't share the buy box as much as before. But if you have a brand new account if you're a brand new seller, it's gonna be very hard to compete with Amazon because there's a lot of factors that they consider before they share the buy box with another seller. One of them is your sales history, your feedback. So if you're brand new account, you have to start building those that sales history and your feedback before you're able to share the buy box with Amazon. So the way we recommend other people to do it is start selling items that Amazon is not on the listing. So Amazon is not selling that item, so you can compete with other sellers, even if you have a new account. And then as you start building your sales history, you're gonna start getting some feedback, and once you build that, you're gonna start getting opening up for other categories, other brands. And then if you find something where Amazon is selling, Amazon is going to share the buy box with you. But at the beginning, it's going to be a little bit harder. Like I said, I'm able to compete with Amazon, but before I will sell very, very fast, even if Amazon was in the listing. And now it kind of takes a little bit longer because Amazon doesn't share as much as before when they're on the listing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's competing with Amazon. Yes, it's possible, but it's all about your how well your relationship with Amazon, how good you are as a business or as a seller, and that's gonna make you feel good. So in the beginning, it could be a little bit hard. That's why we say, hey, go to the safe side, build your seller feedback, make sure that you have a good product reviews on your product, make sure that you handle your customers well, you have good returns, you don't have any issues. That's going to help you. No A to Z claims. All that's going to help you to build your relationship, and after that the game is going to be very easy. Alan and I, when we started, we weren't able to sell Apple, we weren't able to sell Nike, we weren't able to sell Reebok. I think you were able to sell Nike or Reebok before because you were selling from the beginning, but you weren't able to sell that. But after time you will be able to sell everything. And now anything I scan, I know I'm going to be able to sell. I'm almost 95%. Maybe the other day I wasn't able to sell Motorola actually. But hey, I don't know. I was just checking Motorola. But anyways, it's not a big deal for me. But you know what I'm saying? It's going to come with time. Good morning. I'm new to this beautiful Amazon business. Is there a new ungated list? Victor, welcome to the family. Welcome to the Amazon business. It's really it's amazing business. You'll be able to change your life for sure. You'll be able to do very well for yourself and your family. But it needs consistency. You need to make sure that you're doing your job. It's hard. There's hard work in it. It's not just, put it in and everything is beautiful. No, you need to start doing the right steps and you will get there. Ungating, there's no categories now. Actually, they are gated. They're more subcategories, and the gated categories, you can get approved into it very quickly, like shoes and handbags. You can get very quickly. Automotive is gated. You can get ungated fairly quickly. We have some tips in our course where we'll teach how to do that. At the same time, the rest of it, subcategories, for example, baby feeding products, baby stuff, that a little bit subcategory you cannot sell for the beginning. But other than that, you should be able to sell everything. We have people who start from nothing, they're zero, and now they build the business to $100,000, $63,000. So it's slowly but surely you'll be able to get there. Victor says, "Hi, Saad. Thank you guys for putting this on. You're welcome. It's our pleasure. It's our honor, actually, guys, to meet you and just to get to know you and to be able to answer your questions. How can I get more information? How to get started? It's very simple. if you just want to get information, you have our YouTube channel. We really get a lot of content, whether it's in retail arbitrage, private label. As you know, guys, Seth is really has very beautiful material. He's very engaging. Every information that he gives out of experience, so you can start with that. But if you really wanted to get to the next level and start getting the right tips right away and getting all the techniques, because we can't share everything in YouTube for sure. So you can get just visit our justonedime.com and you'll be able to see the plans that we have for private label, or whether you go to justonedime.com/arbitrage and you can start with the retail arbitrage, and we'll be able to help you there for sure. But if you have any question, if the means are not there, please make sure that you ask a question here, and we'll be able to help you for sure. Marion, how you doing, Marion? Hi, Saad. Hi, Alan.
Hey, Marion.
Druggy says, hello. I'm checking that my competitor has a lot of private labels in his keywords. I know it's not allowed, but why Amazon allow that?
Brand name.
Josias, I'm not sure. I butchered your name, brother. So he's talking about brand name. If you have, do you mind if you show an example? Like, because it depends what. Like, for example, a lot of people say you cannot sell, for example, if you're selling Dyson accessories. You cannot say it's Dyson accessories. You can say, if you have a private label, you can say compatible with Dyson and the number, model, la 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 la. This you can do. But if you have a product that you private label and you say, I'm selling shoes, and you go say Nike, I'm Nike, or something like that, is not the right way to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. You will get cease and desist for sure. The algorithm will pick up these keywords and they will right away suppress your listing for sure. How allow it? Maybe they allow it for a little bit of time, but for sure they will suppress it for sure. I can guarantee you. Or they will hear it from the brand owners themselves. Good morning from Southern California. Okay, a question. It says, what's the best way to find someone to repackage and send to Amazon your online purchases? Michael is asking. What do you think, brother?
It's gonna be, well, there is special places that they specialize in doing that. We call them prep centers, and what they do is they receive the product for you. You have an account with them, and they will charge you a certain fee for getting the product, making sure the product is good, it's not broken or something like that, and then they prep it. They take all the, any labels that are not part of the product, and then they send it to Amazon for you. If you're outside the US, that's going to be a great way to do online arbitrage. You use a prep center, they'll receive the product for you and send it to Amazon. And there's a lot of different ones. We always recommend that you contact maybe 3, 4, 5 of them, interview them, asking questions, and you decide which one you feel more comfortable. That way, you get the chance to talk to them and actually see, which one, what person or what prep center is going to be better for you. And one thing that we have, I think it's below this video, it's a list of 72 different prep centers. So you can just get a list of them, and depending on the state that you wanna have your prep center, you can just contact them, and we also include a couple of questions that you can ask them, so you can talk to them and interview them and see which one is the best fit for you.
Absolutely. Well said. Tom says, I have some products from Italy that sit Amazon warehouse for over 7 months. I tried lowering the price to a loss, but still cannot sell it. Any suggestions on what to do next? I would actually, this is a very weird situation. Usually, I'm not sure, even if at loss, if let's say, for example, you bought I always say you make the deal when you buy the product. You make the profit when you buy the product. So if you bought the product at $30 and you want to sell for $100, but actually the market tells you it's only $30, and you lower it to 60 and you're still at loss, you actually it's for sure it's not going to sell, right? Because you're actually not within the market price or price range. So what I would do, I would go to other sellers and see how many what's their price, and try to match similar prices. The other thing, if the product is a dud, if the product is not going to sell, maybe the rank is 2 million, 3 million, there's no way for you to be able to sell this product because there's no need. If there's no demand, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. So in that case, I would really, there's not much except lowering your price and make sure you take a loss. I mean, all of us, we do that. Sometimes even us now, some products that we get, we have a very good hunch of it, but we still lose money on it. So it's normal. Just count it as expense and move on to the next product.
Here's one thing that I've done before, Saad, and I think I shared that with you before. We have some products that for some reason we cannot sell it anymore. It's not profitable, and even if we sold it, very low, we're still gonna lose money. So one of the things we've done a few times already is we take that product. Of course, we're gonna give it away, but we take it to Goodwill here in the States. You can take it to different places, but I have experience with Goodwill because I have one center very close. And what I do is I print out the listing that is on Amazon with the retail price, and I tell them I'm giving this, I'm donating this, and this is the price, and I give them the listing price. So they will give me an invoice. They always give you an invoice, and they put there, so and so donated this product, this merchandise, and here's an invoice for this many units at this price. And they'll give you an invoice. You're not gonna get the money back, but this invoice is gonna help you. At the end of the year, you can use it for your taxes, and you can use those invoices as deductions for your taxes. So if in case you have to pay a lot of taxes by the end of the year, these invoices are going to help you to deduct
as a tax write-off.
That tax, and that's going to help you at the end of the year. So we've done that like 3 times so far, and it helped us with tax deductions.
This is a great solution to basically do it as donation for tax write-off, and also you can try to see if we can do create removal order. You'll be able to use consignment stores if you want. Hey, you know what? Take my product, sell it, and we share the profit. Or you can bring it to and you know what? I don't want to go more than that, but this is the best way. Or consignment if you want. Or you can try another channel like eBay to sell it on it. Try to use Joe Lister to be able to list your product there on Amazon and eBay and see if there's more traffic in eBay. So just check that as well. In Seller Central, hold on a second. Okay. Jasidi says, in Seller Central, I see that I can create storefront. Can you create Amazon storefront with RAOA, or does it have to be private label? If so, please explain. I really think I will do it for private label is more worth it. And I'll say why. You can do it for RAOA, but it's not going to be beneficial. Why is that? Because for RAOA, you're going to have some products that are not going to be repeating products. They're not replenishable. So you're going to have 1, 2, and then you're done. So you'll be able to update the store all the time. The second thing, usually people use the storefront to get some traffic, to be able to get traffic from outside to Amazon, to be able to come to their stores. This is beneficial. That's going to cost money. You're going to pay for traffic, you're going to pay for Facebook ads, or whether Google AdWords, or whatever you want to do, you're going to pay for it. And it's not worth it for RAOA. RAOA is more the concept about having a product at low price, sell it at a higher price on Amazon, and already the traffic exists for that product. It's been proven that people need the product over and over. Because if you're going to go the extra mile and start doing the storefront, might as well just do private label, because this business model doesn't require you to advertise it. That's my opinion, and that's what I think. What do you think about that, Brother Alan? Do you agree or you don't? If you disagree, we're not friends anymore.
No, I agree, man. I agree because arbitrage for me is just a fast way to do business on Amazon. A private label for me, it's a long-term business, and if you're willing to do a private label, you can do all of these other strategies like doing Facebook or adding a storefront to Amazon because it's a long-term business. Arbitrage for me is just I want to find items and I want to sell them and move them fast. So I just want to make sure that the items that I'm buying I can sell them fast, and that's it. I don't do a lot of other things besides just finding good products.
Exactly. The business model is about taking it, making it capital, and then you'll be able to invest in private label, and energy will be much better invested with outside traffic and everything, Facebook ads and everything. So yeah, this is fast money, guys. How I'm going to source my first product today. How do I know I'm ungated in category or and brand? And how many should I buy for each? You always say go wide, not deep. Absolutely. The rule of thumb is usually two products at a time. You buy only one or two. Why I'm smiling and I'm laughing because Alan, he knows I get excited. I buy 10, 20 of a same product and I just go really deep. But for beginners, do not do that. I think one or two, test it. Actually, two is very good. One is not enough because you don't know if that was a luck that you sold the product or something that really repeating, that someone really wants it. So two, I think, is very nice. The other thing to know if it's you're actually gator or not, you need to scan with your Seller Central app and see if you actually can sell this product or not. This is going to tell you yes, you can sell it or not. If you can sell in this category, or the brand gated, or the category gated, and you take it from there. The other question, Alan says from Siftelana. I'm sorry I butchered your name. It's only love, but I'm really sorry. It says, when you search a product, but you see that Amazon is selling this product, but almost out of inventory, will you sell that product? What do you think?
Well, it depends. If I can look at the Keepa chart real quick, and if I see that Amazon goes out of stock very often, I will buy it and I will wait, a little bit. If I can get the sale sharing with Amazon. If not, I'll just wait for Amazon to go out of stock, and then all the sellers are gonna share the sales. So yeah, definitely, if you can see on the Keepa chart that Amazon goes out of stock often, I will buy the product, and especially if it has a good margin and good ranking.
Victor says, do you have any tips for packaging item like a basket of bins to conserve space when shipping item to FBA? So there's not much you can do here unless it's collapsible bins. So if they're a big bin, like for example, in this case, if you have one basket, okay, and you want to send it, the FBA fee is going to be high because of the size of it. It's a large size of everything. What I would do in this case to make it a little bit better and worth my time, I'll make a set of baskets. Instead of selling one basket, I sell 3 units or 4 set basket. Then basket's going to be inside of each other, basically, right? You're going to put them inside of each other, right? You're going to be able to, set them up.
You stack them up.
Stack them up, exactly. You'll be able to make more money because the fee is going to be almost the same. Only the weight is going to change. So I would recommend that. If otherwise, there's not much. And when you package them, make sure that you have a poly bag or it's protected. Because don't forget, it's going to go to Amazon warehouse where there's dirt, there's dust, there's stuff going to go accumulate on it, and you don't want the customer to receive it that way. So we always recommend that you polybag it or shrink wrap it. Mason says, is drop shipping on Amazon still work? I do not recommend drop shipping on Amazon at all. Amazon is very, 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 very picky. And if you mess up with their customers, they're not going to like it. I would recommend maybe drop shipping into your own eBay, or you can do it in your eBay and your own Shopify store, yes. But if you do it in Amazon, trust me, you don't want to do that. You don't want to mess up your account. If any late payment or returns or an issue, A to Z claim, Amazon is a little bit more difficult to deal with than other platforms. So I don't recommend it. And it's not going to have the same depth, not the same demand for one reason. Because if you're using like dropshipping from AliExpress or everything like that, it's going to be 15 to 20 days shipping time, where anybody can buy anything they want from Amazon for 2 days delivery. So that might affect you, but I will never recommend it. Please do not. You can dropship from Amazon to other platforms, yes, but also there's a trick behind it because you cannot use Prime. But hey, there's a lot of people to use it, so it's up to you. Now, Jeffrey says, Alan, I keep getting bad shipment from places like Walmart and BBB, either damaged or poorly advertised. What are some tips of finding most reliable OA sources?
Uh, I do buy from Walmart all the time, and sometimes you're gonna get those broken items or just very damaged boxes, and for me it's just part of the business. I just those items, if they're too damaged, I'll just send them back to Walmart. But it's always gonna happen, even with the big stores. Like we buy a lot from Finish Line and different online stores, and once in a while you're gonna get they might send a good a good box, but between drivers and UPS and all the shipping companies, by the time you get it, it's been beat up so many times, and that's gonna be that's just part of the business. You just have to try to keep sending items that are good, and then all of the ones that you get bad, you send them back to their back to the stores. I don't really, I do get a lot of them. I just know that that's part of the business.
Yeah. And what's nice about the returns always to the store. So if you don't like them, just return
Yeah,
them. You have 30 days, 90 days in some stores, so you should be fine.
yeah.
The other thing is that what best websites to find supply. Um, Supply, you're talking supply for shipping, or you just supply, you're talking about sourcing product. Sourcing products, we have the list, and is going to be the link below this video. You'll have the link for all the stores that we recommend, also prep centers, hopefully. The other thing for supply, like talking about shipping, you can use uline.com, or you can use Walmart, or you can use any store around your house, Home Depot, whoever has boxes or any supplies. The other thing, Amazon, you can use Amazon themselves to get products from them as well.
Right.
Now, Jeffrey says, brother, for a beginner, is it better to go for a low sale rank or high ROI? It can be difficult to find both. Thanks for the help. What's your
Uh,
opinion on that?
I will do low sales ranks, and even if it has a small ROI, if you make just a few bucks, the idea is to start building your sales history. So I would if I was starting up, I would prefer to do very low rank and start having that sales history, and then as you start learning and all other brands and categories are opening up for you, you're gonna start finding those items with a little bit more ROI, and you're gonna start making some money. But if you have to choose between those two at the beginning, I would say low rank.
Absolutely, because it's faster returns, and even if you make a little bit, but it's going to be compound interest is right away. Um, and can you explain more about Amazon Flips? Is Amazon Flips now we don't recommend it as much as before? Is basically finding a product in Amazon that has low price at one point, and then they raise up the price another point, and you'll be able to sell it when the price goes up. But now Amazon becoming a little bit tighter. They're not running out of inventory as much, so we don't recommend it as much. We recommend maybe 10% of your. I mean, do you still recommend? I do not do it, but what do you think, Alan? Do you still recommend 10%, or we don't?
10-50% of the inventory is good. You always have to remember that if Amazon is selling on the listing, depending on your account, you're gonna be able to sell sometimes faster than other people. But Amazon Flips it's an easy way to find products and find good good profit products. But it's a slow it's a long-term strategy, because it's very slow to sell Amazon Flips now. A year ago, it was a very great way to sell, but now it's a little bit slower.
Um, the same time, Crazily says, Helium 10, is it a great tool? Crazily, that's a good question. Helium 10, yes, it is a good tool. It's a good tool. It's been there for a long time. It all depends what you want to do with it and how you want to do it. For me, I think for me, Helium 10, I do not use it personally. I have used it once to see what's up, but we have our own tool called GOD Toolbox, which is going to help RA sellers, online sellers, wholesalers, and also private label sellers. We can drop the link here. You can try it for 1 month. It's for 1 month free. Alan can maybe drop the link in the chat. For me, the Helium 10, I think the only thing it's way too pricey. I think having $97, $100 a month, or $200 for a tool is too expensive, in my opinion.
Let me put the links in here, man.
Okay, I will link it up right now. But you guys can try it. It's really helpful. We have done a lot with it. It's something that we really had to get together to make sure we really get a very good product at a very good price. It does everything that you need, and let us know what you think. It's really, really good product, and it's very cheap. Has automation system, messaging system, has accounting, has a keyword research, has deduplication, has index checker, has keyword ranking, lead negative reviews tracker. We have you name it, we have it. Honestly, we have a lot of those. If I keep saying here, I will stay forever. But deduplication, to converting from regular text to HTML, we have them. Manufacturing lead time. If you have a product that's really running out of stock, is going to send you email, hey, listen, this product is going to be running out of stock. Be aware. Make sure that you restock. Hijack alert, all the URLs that you name them, we can have them. So it's really, 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 really cool product. And the keyword research tool that we have, it's really nice because it gives you the rank, 1 to 10, like other softwares. That's autocomplete, and also gives you the volume at the same time, which is really, really neat feature. So try it out. Let us know what happens. So I get very excited when I talk about the tool, brother. So you know how it is. So I don't want to go off tangent, so I'm going to go back to the questions. Hung actually is one of our students. I'm very happy to hear his comment just now. He says, oh, wow, my account just get approved for all major brands like Nike, Reebok, and Apple. Patience. That's all what you need, brother. We keep telling you. I mean, in the beginning, I remember Hung. He was like, oh, my God, I can't sell anything. I don't know what to do. But now, slowly, he actually listening to everything we do. He has a very good work ethics. He worked hard, and now he's approved. Now the game is open for Hung. I really believe that. I think he can make way more money than what he's making right now.
That's awesome.
Now we have Majid says, good morning, I'm a newbie. How do I have the product? How do I know if the product is good or not? I would just explain that. Just use the Seller Central app. SL first, I'm going to launch a product. It has some part made by Samsung. Can I list product includes Samsung name? Made by Samsung? I wouldn't risk it. I will still use compatible or something like that, but I wouldn't say Samsung engineered if they don't give you certification that these parts are from Samsung themselves. So I need to know more about the product. It's very vague, and I know you don't want to disclose the product here, but I need to take a look at it, see what it is, what's the nature of the product, to be able to give you a very good answer. Mr. Bourbon, what's up, Bourbon? He says, which is the best category to sell on Amazon?
I think it's going to depend on your experience or you know how on the niche that you find. For example, I found that my niche was shoes and clothing. Mm-hmm. So I sell a lot of shoes, a lot of clothing. I know Saad sells a lot of toys, and I can spend a week looking for toys and I cannot find anything, and he finds every day toys with a lot of profit. I was just speaking to somebody else that all they do is groceries. Believe it or not, they sell ketchup, they sell hot sauce, they sell anything in the grocery category, and they make great money. So it really depends. You have to start selling the main categories and then start looking at what are the items that are selling more on your store. If you can find more, you're gonna start finding your niche, finding more of those items, and you're gonna end up finding your niche and just selling that category.
Absolutely. You find what you're good at, what's offered around you, what you're accessible to you, and how you can convert it. That's all what it is. Leverage what you have, and you'll be able to make the money. Mia was easier for me to get toys, so I went with it. Alan was very easy for him to get shoes. He knew what to do, and he was able to do it. The other people with the groceries, this is huge. The only thing, maybe competition is a little bit high, so that means you need to just move more products for more profit, right? You depend on more volume. For me, I don't do, yes, volume is very important, but at the same time, I started doing a lot of, high-end products that are expensive, 300, $200, and have higher profit margins. I sell less, but my profits are higher. So to adjust that. So you need to play with it and you'll be able to get what you need. I'm going to start answer questions very quick because there's a lot of questions. So we're going to make them short and nice. Jose says, do you use suppliers in the US and can facilitate the list to us? China takes too long to deliver and shipping are very high. Jose, I think your question is for private label. You can use US, but it's very expensive to get the same product with the same kind of product from US than China. So it's going to cost you too much money. That's what I believe. So it's very hard for you to compete. If you take in this US, you can do supplies, for example, vitamins, creams, makeup, stuff like that within the US because you need FDA approval and everything that comes with it. So it's very important to do it within the US. From China, I would, yes, it does take longer time, but actually is very competitive price. And for the shipping to be very high, if you don't not count only the shipping, you count as an overall. If a product you're paying $1,000 for 1,000 unit, and then you're gonna buy $1,000 for shipping, become $2,000. That means $2 per unit. The overall value, that's what you need to worry about. It's not. There's a lot of times I pay more for the shipping than the product itself per unit. But if I put them together, I'll be able to make money in the Amazon private label or the product that I'm competing in. How to get engaged in product? We mentioned that, brother. Okay. Guillaume Bravo says, Alan basically asking a question. Tell me more about the shoe return. Customer returns old and used shoes inside the box. How you deal with that, brother?
Every time I get an old pair of shoes, I've never complained to Amazon. I never complained about a customer on Amazon, but for me, the experience has been probably 7 or 8 pair of shoes, and I've sold over 8,000 pair of shoes. So the percentage is very, very low. I don't really worry about it. I have them here. I sometimes I just bring them up and I show you. I don't have the box today here close by, but I just have them for my, to tell my stories and my experience. But to be honest with you, people that have replaced return items, and when I open the box is an old shoe, probably 7 or 8 pairs, out of over 8,000 pair of shoes that we've sold.
Yeah. And don't forget, in the shoes, there's the profit margins are higher. So you'll be able to get up, let's say something for $25. So for $75, you make another $25. So the margins are high. So if you get returns, it's not gonna hurt you as much. And if most of the time you're gonna get shoes, it's very rare. This is the cost of doing business, but you'll be able to get the products, inspect them, and send them back in, and you should be able to make your money back.
For us, maybe 98, 99% of the shoes that we get returns, we send them back to Amazon because they're brand new.
This is very, very, very good point. So see, guys, do not get scared from returns. The returns, that means you're actually making money. And when you make money and you sell a lot of units, for sure you're going to get returns. It's a part of the business. It's normal. So I hope you get returns, honestly, because that means you're doing something good and you're selling a lot of units. Do you mind if you tell us more about the Amazon Arbitrage course? Yes, of course. Our retail and online arbitrage course, it's really, I think it's amazing. It comes with our Facebook group, which is we're always there, Alan and I and the other coaches. We have Nancy and Alex, and also all the big sellers that we have there. Actually, they're being active in our Facebook group, so you get access to that. So if you have any question, you put it there and you get the answer. Then we have all the modules on the course, their video. You can get access to them as soon as you start. You'll be able to watch them. You'll be able to apply them right away. At the same time, you're going to get 1 month of lead list for free. The lead list is basically, it consists a list of 12 products that have a minimum profit of $7. Will you get access to a Facebook group only for the lead list that's going to give you Monday, Wednesday, Friday lead list, and every list has 12 products. You will get that the first month for free, including in your membership. And that's it. And also, you're gonna get every other week. We will have a live webinar. Alan and I every Saturday, every other Saturday, we go live at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern, and we just take questions from you guys. You come, anything you have, you just ask us, and we'll answer it. We made it a little bit early at 10, so you'll be able to get your questions in, get the answers, and then you go ahead and start sourcing right away. Because I know some of you are working in the weekends, so that's gonna help really, really a lot. How do we do online arbitrage? I'm basically just go to the website of the big retailers and buy it from online, get it shipped to your house, and then ship it to Amazon. I'm going very fast just because I want to get to the other questions, Alan. Okay, brother?
Sure, let's do it.
When is the next arbitrage course? Actually, the arbitrage course is open. Before, we used to have it in only specific months, but now we left it open because we get a lot of demand from people. Hey, when is the next one? So it's like, you know what? We're going to leave it open to people. They come in whenever they want. They get access to it. There was some work in the back end to make sure that everything really set up nicely. So now we're all set up. So guys, anytime you want, you can join our membership. You're going to have the link at the bottom. And also I'm going to add it to our chat as well. Now we have Future Billionaire. I love that name, Future Billionaire. Could you please tell us what's the best way to start Amazon arbitrage for people living in the UK? Thanks a lot. What do you think, brother?
I would recommend that you watch, if you go back to the videos you watched like 3 videos ago, we interview Hazel. She's one of the members on the community. She lives in the UK. She started about a year ago, exactly a year ago. And she's been able to make a lot of sales on Amazon, living in the UK, and now she's been doing a lot of online arbitrage as well because she's been traveling. She actually was here in the United States. I don't know for how long, but she said that within 12 months she's been able to take off 2 months out of those 12 months to do other things and travel, and she still was able to manage to. I think she was close to what was it, 68,000 pounds or something like that in 12 months. So I would recommend you watch that video, and that's gonna give you a lot of inspiration. And she shares a lot of different things that you might be able to understand as far as the stores, different stores that she shops and everything. But basically, it's just going to the stores, starting to look for products, and just going to different stores to buy to sell to send to Amazon.
Yeah, it's very simple, guys. You can do it even from outside of the US. I live in Canada and I still source stuff from the US for retail arbitrage. All you need, a prep center, fulfillment center. Send the product in, they prep them, and they send them to Amazon on your behalf, and you're good to go. Or you can do it in the platform that you're selling in currently. Let me see in the question. Yes, it's been an uncertain question. The course you two have been teaching is very informative. Okay. Jasidi says, thank you. I have been uncertain questions. I have wanted the answer. The course you two have been teaching is very informative. Very informative. Glad I joined it. Highly recommended. Thank you so much, Johnson. It really means a lot to us. We're really happy that you have. We put everything that we have, Alan and I, all our experience, we put it in the course, and we don't leave it. It's not only course. For us, it's a membership. So that's why we have those live webinars every other Saturday. So if you have anything or anything comes up and we'll keep updating. We keep updating our information. You'll be able to get it from us and make sure you've been taken care of. And you see it from our group. We're always active. What do you recommend as a marketing strategy? Future Billionaire, please specify what do you mean by market strategy. There's a lot of stuff. It depends if it's for. I'm just going to talk about RA because we're talking about RA. There is a strategy where we can use PPC to be able to generate a little bit more sales, but I will leave that in the course just for one thing because we don't want to get oversaturated. We want it to still keep working for our people. It's a simple PPC we run for RA that really give you a lot of exposure and you make very good money with it. Any recommendation hiring some people? We are benched financially, yet we have over 700 books and about 50 plus RA retail items selling on Amazon, FBM, and about 25 FBA to build FBA item. The only thing you can hire your family members or anybody that you have around, or any if you only about prepping, maybe you can hire your kids or the neighbors to be able to prep your products if you want it. Me, I have sourcing teams now to be able to go source for me, because I really heavily doing private label. So I really have sourcing team that be able to find products for me, and I give them just a percentage of the profits.
Yeah, if it's for prep and ship, yeah, I usually call one of my nephews and one of my nieces that live very close by, and they come, 3-4 hours one day, and we just prep everything, ship it, and that's it. So that would be the recommendation if you have to do a lot of work for prep and ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see what are good questions, because we're really crunching in time, so I want to make sure we're good. Chad said, "How the course is going? Is it limited to a certain time, or I can always take the Q&A live or anything else?" The course is open at any time, so anytime you're available, I mean, anytime you're ready, just go ahead, sign up for it. You get access directly to the Facebook group. You get access to the webinars, and you start making money right away. For sure, it depends how much work you're gonna put in it. I'm not gonna tell you. I mean, we're gonna have the lead list for you. You're gonna have the support, and you'll be able to right away start sourcing and start sending them by next week, and you'll be start making the money right away. Um, what's the best way to get traffic? Advertising is not the best. Do you do it? Maybe I'm doing some wrong. I sell a lot of, but they eat a profit. Advertising, PPC. I think people are talking about private label.
Yeah.
PPC, it's really, really, it's an art. If you do it the wrong way, if you compete on the bad keyword, for sure you're gonna spend a lot of money. So there's a strategy in PPC to make sure that you're really doing the right thing. The only tip, I'll make sure that you avoid the keywords that have that a short tail keyword that consists of two keywords, but they're too broad. Like, for example, if I have a coffee mug, competing on a coffee mug with a high bid, it might get you really in trouble, because a lot of people are targeting the coffee mug itself. But if it was you selling a black coffee mug and instead bidding on the black coffee mug, there are less competitors. People are bidding on that keyword, so the cost is going to go low. So I would highly, I mean, it's very hard for me to explain PPC right away. I think we did a lot of errors, me and Alan, and now we're becoming very good at PPC to make sure we're good. So we're not. It's all about finding the right keywords and bidding the right amount of it, and make sure that in the first week or two, you're going to spend money no matter what. You will need to do it to make sure that you get the right data, so you can move forward and starting lowering your PPC or CPC or cost per click. What's up?
I just want to answer for Dan Chow. Just look at the description here. He's asking how to become a student. Just look at the description of this video, and you'll see all the links in there for the training and all the details.
Absolutely. Now we have. I'm gonna ask one more. If one product has huge demand, it's a new niche, but it has up to 80 strong competitors in same of keyword, would you still do it? In some of the keyword, the same product has 8 strong, but also Raquel, if anybody has really 80 strong competitors, I wouldn't do it. I would really stay within the 21 and less. So no, I wouldn't do it. I mean, it all depends. I have to look at the product and look at multiple things to make sure that it's correct. Colina says, I am on a low budget. How can I start FBA?
The nice thing about Arbitrage is that you can start with $25. You can buy one item, send it to Amazon, and if you find an item that has good rank, it's gonna sell. But we recommend for you to have a business. I would recommend that you start building your inventory. So that will be my first goal. Start building my inventory, even if it's 3-4 items every week. My main goal is to get to 100 items. Once you start getting to to 50 items, 75 items, you're gonna start getting those sales more frequently, to the point that where when you have 500 to 1,000 items in your inventory, you're gonna sell about 30% of that inventory every 30 days. So you're gonna be making a lot of sales every day, and your monthly sales are gonna be very good. But for me, the main thing is just start, learn how to learn what kind of products can I sell on Amazon. Learn what kind of products should I be sending, because not everything is gonna sell. So you want to learn, how to find the products, and then start building your inventory. For some people, it might take a month to build inventory to a good point, depending on the budget that you have. For some people, it's going to take a little bit longer. But for me, it took me 7 months before I started getting profit out of the business. But I built my inventory to $250,000 a year business. So it depends on your goals. It depends on your budget, and how dedicated are you with building your business.
Absolutely. And guys, when you start, if you have no budget, I guarantee you at least have $1,000 that you don't know about. And this is basically around your house. You have a lot of products around your house that you actually have no use for it. If you have this PS4 that you're not using, go ahead, sell it. If you have an old phone, like for example, I have an old phone here. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Okay. I need to sell that. So you start with the things that you have. Books. When I started, it was the same thing. Books, my video games. I just start selling them, and that's what you do. Make a little capital. You can sell them on eBay, get the capital, and you start doing your FBA. It's a small ladder that you're gonna go through. Slowly, you're gonna see yourself. You're building a lot of wealth. And for sure, Jeffrey, yes, I agree with you. We will do a special in Q4 selling. We'll get into that. Hopefully, when we approach that, we'll do a nice webinar. Also, Marion says, I can vouch for Just One Dime coaching. I'm a private label member. The coaching is regularly updated. The coaches are awesome. You're a part of community of like-minded people who become like your family. Thank you so much, Marion. That really means a lot to us. And you're right. We're a big family that we're trying to help each other to make sure we have the same goal to succeed. And we'll do whatever we have to make it happen. And Ohad says, I cannot attend the sessions on Saturday. Everything that we do, every webinar that we do every Saturday, it's recorded. Every other Saturday, they're recorded. So you will have access to them whenever you're ready. You'll be able to do them. Now, how do you decide when I start being? Okay. Question actually, Jeffrey has a very good question. After that, we're going to move on. Is basically, Jeffrey says, my last question. I know this is a different for everyone, but how do you decide when to start paying yourself a salary? I'm 2 months in and reinvesting. I feel I need to plan or goal for this. Very good question. I think it all depends what you want to reach. Even at this level right now, I think I'm reinvesting everything I have. I get what I need for just paying whatever I need around the house, my car payment or whatever it is. Just take the minimum, and the rest just go back into the business, and that's the only way you do it. It's only you see how much you're gonna, how comfortable you feel. For example, if you're making $1,000 and you have $300 your profit, you can reinvest the 700 and keep the 300 because you need it. Or I recommend you the 700, which is $1,000, 700 you invest it back, and the 300 reinvest in another product if you're doing private label, or put it back in and invest it again in the retail arbitrage. I really, it's very important to double. The money game is easy if you just know how to double the money. It's all about doubling. If you're out doubling, you'll be able to do well. Like Alan said, start with anything. $25 become 50, 50 become 100, 100 become 200, 200 becomes 400. After that, it's very easy to double up. So,
and for me, it took me 7 months of just reinvesting before I started getting, taking some money for household bills and things like that. But my goal was to do 6 months. It took me 7 months to start getting profit out of the company.
This is exactly, it's all about the goals. And guys, you'll be able to do it, man. I mean, Al and I, we didn't start with having that much money. I remember when I started the business, I had maybe $5,000 at most, and that was all what I had. And we had to just keep going, and thank God for everything that works fine. So, and by the way, guys, retail arbitrage, when we do it, is going to be FBA. Because I have a question, he says, only FBM. No, you do it FBA and FBM. There's some techniques for FBM that we mentioned in the course. So, guys, I know we're at the end of the time, so I want to respect Alan's time and everyone's time. Please, if you need help with retail arbitrage, you can join our family, join our membership. You'll be able to get the training that you need to bring you to the next level. Whether you're a beginner, whether you're advanced, whether you're in the middle, we'll be able to bring you to the next level. We give you the content that you need, the help, the support that you need to bring you to the next level. If you need the PDFs for the best warehouses or prep centers, and plus the best websites, you can have them at the bottom. Also linked for our lead list if you want to join only the lead list by itself, or you want to join the course, is going to be at the bottom. Please share it with your friends. If you like this video, please give us big thumbs up, as my daughter says, and please like and share, and let us know how we did. And if you have anything, leave a comment below and we'll be able to get back to you. So guys, thank you so much. And I would like to give, before we leave, I just would like to let Alan to give his last thoughts, brother. Any last thoughts, brother, for our people here?
Well, I hope everybody was able to get some, some knowledge, and we were able to help, a lot of people with their questions. So I would just say, go out and take action, guys, and I hope that you guys crush it in your business, and I wish you guys the best. And we'll be here, every week talking about retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. So we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Exactly, guys. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and keep the hustle. And I hope we see you guys in our group. Take care and have yourself a wonderful day. Take care, guys.